There are items reported on your credit report that can be removed in the next 24 hours, 4 days, 15 days, all depending on your situation. And I'm going to explain how. What's up, family? I'm back with another one. Hey, if you're new to the channel, hey, welcome to the family. So in today's class, I'm breaking down different strategies based on your situation of things that can get removed from your credit report. All right, so make sure you sit back, relax, grab a pen, get some paper, get something to drink. And yes, we drinking some water today because, hey, this one's going to be a good one. So when it comes to things that can get removed in the next 24 hours, as you can see on the screen, personal information can be removed in the next 24 hours, or maybe even shorter than that, probably the next 8-10 hours, depending on when you put your dispute in. And I'm going to break down how. Now, personal information is very important because if you look at your report, you're going to see that, hey, there are going to be variations of your first name, variations of your last name, variations of your address, variations of your date of birth, variations of your employer, where you work at. You might have spouses that don't need to belong on there. You might have phone numbers that's incorrect. A lot of stuff that's going to be on your report is probably going to be incorrect, but you want to clean that up because you want to make sure that you look lendable when somebody actually looks at your report. Okay, so let's break down how you can remove your personal information off your report in the next 24 hours. So step one, what you want to do is log into, let's just say you want to create an account with Experian. You want to create a free account with TransUnion. You want to create a free account with Equifax. And I'm going to break down how to clean up your personal information. So the first thing you want to do is when you log into Experian, you're going to click on Help Center, okay? Now, once you click on Help Center, you're going to click on File a Dispute. Now, we're not disputing the accounts, we're disputing the personal information. So here's an example right now. This is just, like I said, this is an example, but you're going to see like variations of your name. Now, you're also going to see variations of your address, okay? So review your name, review your addresses, review your phone numbers, check everything out, okay? Now what you want to do is click on one of the addresses that is incorrect on your report, all right? You're going to click on next, and then you're going to say resident type is inaccurate. You're going to click on that one, okay? Now once you click on that one, you're able to, before we go to the next one, you're able to dispute 5 at a time, okay? And once that 5 is done on Experian, you can go back and dispute another 5. And then go back and dispute. You don't have to wait. You can just go back and dispute 5 at a time. And once you dispute all the personal information on Experian, just wait about 24 hours or even shorter than that. You're going to see some of those personal information items get removed. Now, I want to let you know that every single personal information on your credit report, you might not be able to dispute because some of those addresses, some of those your addresses, your name is attached to an account. So some of them you're not going to be able to dispute. So you have to send the letter in, then to dispute or remove it off your report. Okay, but some of them you're able to do right online to get those specific items removed off of your report. And yes, it's important to clean up your personal information. Very important. Okay. Now the next thing, after you do Experian, you want to go create a free account with TransUnion. You can create a free account. You can just Google it, create a free account with TransUnion. When you create this free account with TransUnion, you're going to do the same exact thing, right? You're going to click on dispute, and then from there, you're going to click on start a new request. Now, as you can see, you're going to see a list of everything, right? You're going to see your addresses, your phone numbers, your employer. You're going to see your your name. You're also going to see, of course, negative accounts and other and your other accounts that are in good standings on your report. But you're going to click on the ones that the personal information, you're going to click on dispute, right? You're going to click on dispute, and dispute, let's just say, or delete, and other things on your report, okay? Now, all you're going to do is just click on, when you click on the ones that you want to dispute, just click on save and continue, okay? And then if you need to add more items of personal information, add more specific items as far as personal information on your report, okay? And then from there, once you add on the personal information, Then click on submit, and then like I said before, it takes roughly 24 hours to see some of those personal information items get removed off your report. Okay. Now the next thing you're gonna do is create a free account with Equifax. You can create a free account with Equifax. Now with this free account, you're also able to go to the dispute center as well. And then from there, you're gonna click on personal information, and then you're gonna click on dispute this, right? And then from there, now they give you two options, but I never lived at this address. This address belongs to another person with a similar, I believe I'm a victim of fraud or identity theft, is not mine. So they only give you three selections. So the one I'll say, I never lived at this specific address, because you're no longer, or you probably haven't lived at that specific address. Like I said before, they have different variations. So you don't live at that specific address. So you'll click on the one that makes sense, and then click on submit. Then once you submit that information, okay, once you submit that information, just wait 24 hours, and you're gonna see those items, those personal information items come off your credit report, all right? Now, to get items removed in the next 4 days off of your report, it only happens if you're a victim of one of these two things, okay? If you're a victim of identity theft, or if you're a victim of this right here, as I'm pointing on the screen, all right? I don't want to say it, but you get where I'm going, right? And then if you're a victim of identity theft, you will click on, I'm gonna just go over the law. So if you go 15 USC 1681, like C-2, and then you see like fraud alerts and stuff, but this one, C2, right? From there, there's a process you wanna do. And this isn't 100% guaranteed, because what's happening is some people are claiming identity theft when they're actually not a victim of identity theft. But if you are a victim of identity theft, one of the things you can do is dispute, go to the police, file a police report for identity theft, and you can go to another specific site and also fill that out and submit it in. But one of the things you can also do is, I would tell anybody, if they're a victim of identity theft, you will want to talk to a lawyer. The reason why you want to talk to a lawyer is because they're going to help with the situation. Because when you do this yourself, what happens is you file a dispute, and sometimes the accounts won't come off in the next 4 days. They will just ignore your dispute. Even though you're a victim of identity theft, things on your report that doesn't belong to you, you can submit in your dispute letter, and they'll play crazy, and they'll want more information. Even though you've done this, or even though you submit a police report or whatever the case may be, they'll still play crazy. So you will want to talk to a lawyer ASAP, okay? Now, here is the law as the 4-day. So as you can see, except as otherwise provided in this section, a consumer reporting agency shall block the reporting of any information in the file of a consumer that a consumer identifies as information that resulted from illegal identity theft no later than 4 business days after the date of receipt by such agency of, number 1, appropriate proof of identity theft of the consumer, a copy of an identity theft report, the identification of such information by the consumer, and a statement by the consumer that the information is not information related to any transaction by the consumer, right? So if you're a victim of identity theft, you can get items removed off of your report in the next 4 days. All you have to do is just submit this, make sure you do it certified, to Experian, to TransUnion, to Equifax. Make sure you talk to a lawyer as well. All right, talk to a lawyer if you're a victim of identity theft. Is very important, okay? Now, the next strategy to remove accounts in the next 15 days is leveraging what I call the CFPB. Now, the CFPB, I want to let you know, isn't 100% guaranteed, but you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. But before you file the complaint with the CFPB, there's a thing that you want to do first. And when you log into the CFPB, it's going to ask you, have you submitted a letter to Experian, to TransUnion, to Equifax, okay? Because if you haven't sent the letter to Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax, they're going to ignore your complaint, okay? So this is going to be very important that you do this first, all right? Now, once you go through it, submit your dispute with Experian, TransUnion, Equifax, Then you file the complaint. Now I have plenty of other videos showing you how to do this process. I'm just showing you different places that you can leverage to help you remove things off your credit report, okay? Now submitting the complaint, once you, let's just say if you already submitted if you already submitted a letter with Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax, right? One of the things you want to do is just create an account, log in, click on credit reporting, and then click on credit reporting again, and then click on next. Now, after you do this, what type of problem are you having? So there are different things you can complain about as far as what's going on. So if you have incorrect information on your report, let's just say the addresses, Experian, TransUnion, Equifax like to play crazy, you can do this, right? Information belongs to someone else. Personal information is incorrect. Information is missing or should be on the report. Account information is correct. Account status is incorrect. Old information reappears and never goes away. Public record information is inaccurate. Personal information is incorrect, okay? And as you can see, you will submit that. And you'll go through the process, and I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. Problem with fraud alerts, improper use of your report, and unable to get your report or credit score. Problem with company's investigation, it's an existing problem. So this is the one that we're talking about mostly as far as this channel. So their investigation did not fix an error on your report, okay? And then have you already tried to fix this problem? You'll say yes, you tried. Did you request information? Either yes or no. Yes. More information did you request? You don't have to fill that out. Did the company provide you with information? Either yes or no. Probably not. They probably didn't fix what they were supposed to fix on your report according to the law. So what happened? So you'll basically state who, what, when, how, everything that happened to you, okay? You'll write a complaint, everything that happened, what would be a fair resolution, remove this account based off of the Fair Credit Reporting Act, okay? Now, attach documents. You attach the letters that you sent to Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax, okay? And then from there, you'll click on next, and then the company that you'll be talking to, either you'll just put Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax, right? Social, name as appears, date of birth, you'll fill out this information. Click on, would you want to complain with another company? Either yes or no. You want to complain with TransUnion, Equifax, put yes, okay? Click on next, review everything, submit, and then guess what? Experian, TransUnion, or Equifax have 15 days to get back to the CFPB. Now, usually they'll ask for an additional time, or they'll just remove the thing that you're talking about, the thing or the complaint that you're talking about, okay? That's how you can get things removed in the next 15 days. Now, another process to get items removed in the next 30 days is based off of the Fair Credit Reporting Act. And I'm going to explain what I'm talking about. All right, there are laws in place that will allow you to remove items off your report, whether you owe the money or not. Because if you look up the Fair Credit Reporting Act, right, and I'm not a lawyer, I just want to show you your rights. If you go to 15 U.S.C. 1681 EB, or you put that in ChatGPT, it's basically that specific law says any consumer reporting agency that prepares your report has to assure maximum possible accuracy. I didn't make it up. That's what the law says, right? So with that being said, if you look at your report, for an example, I'm gonna show you how to get access to your report. But for an example, if you see an account, this is just an example, if you see an account on your report, right? All this information has to be 100% accurate. All of it. Every last piece of information has to be 100% accurate. And even though you find that this is inaccurate, it doesn't mean it automatically is going to come off your report, because Experian, TransUnion, Equifax have the ability to modify that information, but usually they don't. All right, so it's just an opportunity for you to leverage those violations to get the account removed from your report. So a screenshot, so you see an example of your account, you see the information, right? But most of the time, like I said before, you're gonna see all the negative accounts on your report is not 100% accurate. Now, since it's not 100% accurate, now that activates the Fair Credit Reporting Act and gives you the ability to dispute it, even though you owe this account, even though you owe the money, okay? Now, how do you activate this law? You wanna get access to your report, right? So you gotta see it. So as you can see right here, you can't fix what you can't see. All right, let me say it again. You can't fix what you can't see. So you want to go to hiddencreditreport.com. You'll activate your account, right, for $1. And then from there, you'll click on reports, right? Click on reports. Then you'll click on 3 bureau reports and scores, right? Then you'll click on switch to classic view. That's why it's hidden. Nobody really looks at the report. They get credit monitoring, they monitor their credit, but nobody really notices that if you switch it to classic view, you are able to see your report not exactly like this, but you're going to see the accounts tribe merge, and you're going to see all your accounts, and you're going to see the information within the account that's being reported incorrectly, which gives you now the ability to dispute that collection, that charge off, that bankruptcy, those evictions, those student loans, right? And then from there, what you would do is take a screenshot of every single account, and then you'll take those screenshots, put it into ChatGPT, and tell ChatGPT this prompt right here. You'll put into this right here. You'll tell ChatGPT, act like a world-class dispute expert with 20 plus years and find violations according to the Fair Credit Reporting Act and Metro 2 compliance. And then from there, you have the screenshots, you have the prompt, and then it's going to find all the violations, which would then give you the ability to dispute. And then from there, the next prompt will be like, create your letter based off of the violations, okay? So that's how you can get, and you'll submit that letter to Experian, TransUnion, Equifax. Wait about, they have 30 days to conduct the investigation, and then they have 5 days to mail the investigation back to you. And usually within that time period, you're gonna see accounts get removed within the next 30 days. Now, once you submit that letter, some of your accounts will come back verified. So here's what you wanna do next.